Welcome back to my Lemmings United level solving commentary. And today we are going to continue with the tension rank. So we are starting off with tension 11, skeletal drop. This was a pretty nice level, I thought. Okay, so the first lemming that walks out to the right is made a climber. Okay, and then once he reaches this area, I proceed to turn around with a walker. Platform across. And then I gave this 2, 3, 4, the fifth lemming a floater. And then with the first lemming that reaches this gap from the left side, he platforms across. So this allows one lemming to slip by. He will become a floater. And then I also made the platformer going to left a floater. I made him, no, a swimmer, sorry. At least I think it's a swimmer. No, it's just a climber. No, this is the one I made a swimmer. Okay, so the lemming that slip by is a floater and a swimmer. Okay. It's a good thing I checked there. Something didn't really look right that time. Okay, just lemming that platform to the left, up above. He will proceed to platform to the left again, right here. And then the first lemming, just before the snake trap will stack. Okay, and he makes a stack in such a way that he's able to turn the crowd back around before anyone is able to slip by. Okay, and then the swimmer down here, I turn around with a walker, and then I also make him platform across to the left. Okay, and he is a swimmer, so he'll be able to swim across in the water without dying. And then I proceed to create a stack so as to make this fall survivable. And then finally, the last thing to do here is a platform across to the right. And this is just enough time for everyone to make it to land above the one-way wall before anyone falls down here and isn't able to get back out. And it's trapped in here and will die to the snake trap here. And that's it. So it's just simply clever usage of the skills and some good timing before lemmings reach certain areas in which they cannot get out of, or they will die if something doesn't happen. But like I said before, I really like this level. It's pretty nice. Alrighty, next one, tension 12, Shattered Passage. Another nice level here. This one took me quite some time to solve, but it was due to this trick here. So the first thing we do with the first lemming that reaches this wall is bash. And then the first lemming that slips by will be a builder. And then while that is going on, the basher still continues so that he also cuts off the builder's bridge. And so this only allows the builder to proceed further into the level, while everyone else is contained down here. So pretty much once you see this, yeah, then the rest of the level is somewhat easy, but still somewhat tricky as well. Okay, and then of course we proceed to build up to the right. This will take, I believe, 3 builders. Yes, 3 builders. And then of course another builder to get up here. And then I proceed to bash to the left for a bit before I fence up. And as you can see, yeah, this terrain right here is a bit tricky to maneuver. Yeah, in particular, I had problems getting through this one, as I tried some things that didn't quite work out until I finally stumbled upon this, with just a simple basher and a fencer. Okay, and then go across this gap. Okay, bash. And then we're going to use this structure over here to get up the low. Okay, bash. And then and use the builder to cancel him mid-stroke, so to create that step that Lemmings can get up, and also leaving the terrain intact so that they can still go up the level. And then finally, all there's left to do to reach the exit is to bash to the right. And then finally, patch up the builder bridge from the beginning. And that's it. So a pretty nice level. Yeah, that is somewhat difficult, but it's really not too hard. Just that once you realize this trick right here with the builder and then the basher breaking off the staircase to contain the crowd, then the rest of the level is a little bit easier. But again, it's definitely not a cakewalk, even after that. And tension 13, Wind Whisper's Deception.
Let's go.
Another nice level here, I thought, especially with the clever usage of the bashers here. Okay, so I proceed to make the first lemming that falls off the hatch a floater, and then I also clone him. Okay, who will proceed to platform across this gap. And I don't believe I'm making use of the bashers here just yet. Okay, one lemming will slip by. Yeah, which fortunately is the floater. And then once sealing off this gap, bash. So this lemming that slip by will pick up these pickup skills, which are a platformer and a disarmer. And what do I do? Okay, I also give this floater a disarmer. Okay, and then I proceed to platform across this gap. Okay, and then I also platform across this gap. And this is, of course, to reach the exit later on, since you can see from the bottom here, there's absolutely no way to get to the exit other than the climbers. Yeah, but the non-climbers will be stuck down here if they ever get down here. Yeah, and unfortunately, you don't have builders here, and so this boundary route cannot be taken to get to the exit. I didn't assign anyone else's skill. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, and then the lemming that came before the basher. Okay, I proceed to platform across this gap so that the crowd is temporarily contained. Okay, this floater will go on and float down safely without splatting. I assign the climber to him. And then I proceed to platform across this gap. And I do it in such a way so that he doesn't turn around. Although it doesn't really matter if he does, because he won't be able to climb up here and die to the deadly sides or the trap. And now what do I do? Okay, and then I proceed to bash a little bit of this terrain away. Okay, you'll see why in a moment. Okay, I proceed to platform across this gap. And then because of the way the terrain was bashed away, this allows the platformer to platform across. Okay, and you'll definitely see why this platformer is useful in a bit. Even though it may seem useless in the way I used it. Okay, so the reason for that is this extra terrain that platformer provides allows the basher to continue rather than stop after one stroke, like it did before I added the platformer bridge. Okay, and then I proceed to do the exact same thing up here. Bash away a bit of this terrain so as to add another layer with the platformer bridge. Yeah, which I proceed to do right now. And then, because of this extra platformer bridge terrain, yeah, this allows the basher to continue while stopping. Then what do I do? Okay, and then the last thing to do is to bash to the exit. Okay, and that's it. Extremely nice level here, especially with the way the basher is used very cleverly. Alrighty, next one. Yeah, I know I'm gonna butcher the pronouncement. It's like Ditchertot. Yeah, and again, I do not know French at all, so anyway, this is tension 14.
Let's go.
Okay, so the first thing I do with the lemming that is pretty much right at the wall is bomb. Okay, and by bombing, this allows us to put stoners so that the lemmings are able to step up on the stoner. Okay, because if you just do a stoner on black ground, the lemmings will not be able to step up the stoner at all. And so that's the reason why I put the bomber first, in order to allow that to happen. Okay, so as you can see, the lemmings are able to step up the stoner. And then I proceed to put another stoner after the lemming drops a pixel. Okay, so now the lemmings are able to get past this wall. Okay, so I allow one lemming to go through. And then the lemming behind him, I proceed to bomb. Okay, he will bridge up. Or build up, I should say. Okay, and then one more bomber to contain the crowd. Okay, and then with the second builder, I clone him after a step. Okay, I bomb. Which allows the original lemming to fall down to release the crowd with the bomber. Okay, with the first lemming in the group, I build up and then clone him. So now we are able to get up here. Okay, bomb through this pipe. And then with the last lemming in the group, I bomb him. So now we can get down here. Not sure what I'm waiting here for. Okay, so with the first lemming that goes back to the right, I bomb him. And then with the last lemming with the group that is going to the left, I bomb him. And then finally, all there's left to do is to assign a stoner while falling, so that it creates a step to break their fall and allow them to reach the exit safely without splatting. Okay, tension 15, I control alt delete you. I love the title here, especially with the way I love computers. I've been using computers for quite a while, probably since I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. So possibly even before that too, but in any case, I've been using computers for a very long time, and I do love them a lot. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into the level itself. Where is it? There.
Let's go.
Okay, so with the first lemming, I build and then clone him after a step, and then after another step, clone him again, and then after another step, clone him again. So 3 times in total. And then with the one lemming that slips by, I make him a glider. And then, fortunately, at this point, the builder wall is now thickened up so that no one else slips by. Okay, and then I proceed to bash. And then with the builder going to the right, I make him a glider. Okay, he'll join the basher by bashing as well. And then I make both of them climbers. And then let me see what happened here. Okay, so with the lemming behind the first one, I clone him. Okay, and then I also clone the clone. Okay, so I don't do anything there. Okay, so with the lemming that's walking to the right, I build. And here the terrain is set in such a way so that the glider will land right on top of here. Okay, he just barely makes it, but he does make it. Okay, so then once he lands here, I proceed to platform and then clone. Okay, I mine to the left. And because of this builder bridge, the miner will continue to drift to down here. And then I also mine to the exit. Okay, and then at this time, I proceed to bash away the builder wall to release the crowd. And again, because of this wall right here, the crowd is still in safety. They're not in any they're not in any danger at all. Okay, time skip this. It's pretty long. Okay, and then finally bash through to cancel the miner. Otherwise, he'll break through the platform bridge. And then everyone will either fall off and die, or they will get trapped in this pit. Pretty nice level here. Can be a little difficult, but especially with the mini false paths that can lead into dead ends. But once you're able to reach the, or rather, once you're able to find the right path, then I'd say this is a very nice level. Yeah, the solution is just really nice here. Alright, tension 16. Jet summon in your brain.
Let's go.
Okay, this was definitely an easy one. Okay, so with the first Lemming, I make him a blocker. And then with the first Lemming that turns back to the left, I make him a climber. And then give him a walker to turn around, and then also bash. And we bash in such a way so that we bash underneath the crowd and the blocker, but we do not release the blocker. Okay, so he'll proceed to bash through all of this, and then build twice, I believe. Yeah, so 2 bridges is just enough. Okay, and then I give him a walker to turn around. And then build up to this area right here. Okay, he'll climb up. Not sure what I'm waiting for here. Oh, I see. Yeah, so I proceed to bash underneath the trap. And once he breaks through, I give him a walker to turn around, because we still need to mine down so that the crowd can walk up to the escalator. Okay, and then once again, the bridge is put in such a way that the miner goes through it, and also goes down here to make a pit that the Lemmings cannot climb out to the right of. And then once he is deep enough, I cancel him with a walker. Now finally, all that's left to do is to release the blocker with a walker, and that's it. Definitely a lot easier than the previous level, and also nothing too difficult about this level either. Just another level with a nice solution, in my opinion. Alrighty, and next one, tension 17, and another head hangs. Okay, this level was another major roadblock for me. And after a while, I just gave up on this level, and I didn't come back to this for about a month. Okay, so with the first Lemming that falls down, I give him a stoner. And then with the next Lemming that falls out the hatch, I make him a climber. Okay, he will proceed to platform across this gap. And then after he turns around, mine down to the left. And then at this time, I go ahead and release another climber from the crowd. Okay, so the trick here is this. So the miner stops due to the steel right here. However, he carves some terrain below the steel so that the next time a lemming comes back to the left, a miner is still able to go through and release the crowd later on. And that's the thing that I did not see for quite a while, and hence the reason why I was stuck. Okay, and the lemmings being close, this is very important for this very reason. Okay, the first lemming to reach this gap here will stack, and then after just one stack of brick, immediately stack with the other one, with the other lemming. Okay, this will have the following effect. Okay, the lemming that stacked after the first one will now be contained within the 2 stacks. Okay, and then the first stacker will climb up and then use the stacks to fall down and then stone, so that the others can land on this and then get to the exit later on. Okay, now what needs to be done is to release another climber from the crowd in order to release this climber that's trapped between the stacks. Okay, and this is where it can get a little tricky because we need to bash in such a way so that once the stacker is broken, the first stacker is broken through, the lemming is able to walk back to the left. This is important because we still need to release the crowd with a miner and a bomber, which are the only skills we have left. Okay, so as you can see right here, this miner is still able to continue through. And so because I missed this trick for quite a while, yeah, I have to say that the solution is pretty well hidden here due to the steal. Okay, so once realizing that, it's definitely not a difficult level at all, but it definitely was before I realized that. Alrighty, next one, Tension 18, Space Station GE00. Or those might be capital O's, I'm not sure though. No, I think... No, I think they are capital O's. I don't think they're zeros. Yeah, I don't even know anymore.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so with an overview of this level, so as you can see, the only way to reach this exit is through this teleport right here. And we need to do this level in such a way so that the teleporter never overloads. Since we need to save everyone here, yeah, we need everyone to use the teleporter while slipping by. Okay, so with the pre-placed lemming, in the level, we go ahead and build across to the left here. And then with the second lemming, I block. With the first lemming that walks ahead, I bridge and ride our build. Okay, so this gap here would take 2 builders. And then with the first lemming that reaches, or before this gap here, I stack. Okay, and then the lemming that slips by, I proceed to build. Okay, this worker lemming that's right here will proceed to bridge the rest of the gaps with 2 builders each. I believe something else should be happening pretty soon. But until then, let's go ahead and watch the action of the worker lemming here, since there's nothing else better to do. Okay, one more gap to bridge across with 2 builders. Okay, so it looks like I don't do anything else with the crowd that's currently in this endless loop. Okay, so at this time I go ahead and release the blocker with a walker. And then at this time I also separate these 2 clump lemmings. I separate the one behind him with a walker so that he goes to the left. Okay, so this will allow this group here to use the teleporter while it is overloading. Okay, so I believe everything else is in perfect alignment here. No. These 2 lemmings are too close, so this I will rectify as well, and also these two. See what happens here. So the one behind this one, I'm pretty sure I gave him a walker. Yes. And then finally, the lemming that's in between these two, I also gave him a walker. There we go. So this solves that issue. So now the lemmings will be able to use the teleporter without it overloading. And then these two lemmings will take a detour. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I just have a basher left over. Yes. So I just have a basher left over in the level, which is perfectly fine. Pretty nice level here, I thought. And certainly somewhat a bit easier than the previous one. Although, as I said before, the previous one isn't that hard. At least once you realize that that the second miner is still able to get through. This level I thought was pretty cool. Especially with the way that you have to separate the lemmings so that they aren't clumped up and the teleporter is not overloaded. Very, very nice level indeed. Okay, and the next one, Tension 19, Vertical. This level was somewhat of a quick solve for me, especially once I realized the trick with the builder. Okay, so with the second lemming, I proceed to bash. Okay, one lemming will go by, or go ahead, I should say. Okay, so just before breaking through the wall completely, we go ahead and build to provide a step for the floater to land on. So this was a trick that's needed, and it's certainly one that didn't take me too long to see. Okay, so he'll proceed to bridge across this gap, which takes 2 builders. Okay, he'll also build across this gap. In the process, he'll turn around. But due to this thin slice of wall, he was able to turn back to the right, while the crowd is still safely contained. Okay, proceed to build across this gap with 1 builder. He will pick up the climber pickup. Now, what did I do here? Oh, I gave him a climber as well. Okay, and then dig down this one-way wall, so that there's no pixel wall to the right. And then once he is just sufficiently low enough, start mining. Okay, and then this climber will go ahead and proceed to bomb the crowd up. Okay, so removes enough of the terrain to allow the lemmings to get through without destroying the bridge. And then finally, all that's left to do is to bash to the left. Okay, and luckily the ceiling is thin enough so that the lemmings can step up. And I believe this is a 6 pixel wall. Yeah, that the lemmings can still step up. Because in Neo Lemmings, the maximum is 6 pixels, where the lemmings can still step up. 7 pixel walls and higher, the lemmings will just simply turn around. Okay, that was a very nice level there. Okay, and then the last level for this video, Tension 20. Totally stoned. Okay, this level took me quite a while. Okay, it took me a very long time to see the trick that was needed here. And just for the record, I was not stoned when playing this level. In case you were wondering. No. It was indeed a somewhat difficult level, although I would say more tricky than difficult. Especially with the red herring paths, which can definitely trick you into thinking that they need to be into thinking that they need to be used in the solution, but they end up not being used. Okay, so for the first time I make him a climber and then also build. Okay, with 1 builder bridge. Okay, and then after he falls for a while, I stone him. And then after that, I proceed to release the lemming for the crowd by making it a walker. A climber. Okay, so with this right here, this is still splat height. However, if we use the stoner terrain to dig down, he'll be just low enough in order to make the fall survivable. Okay, we'll proceed to pick up the basher pickup. Okay, bash through. And then build up to the left with one bridge here. And then seal off the gap with another bridge. Okay, dig down in order to get to the exit. And then while that's going on, I go ahead and bash the cloud out. And that's it. Very, very, very nice level here. Okay, with the really, really good red herrings in here. Okay, and also that trick with the stoner and then digging to make the fall survival is quite nice as well. Okay, so that was another 10 levels at the tension rank. And so in the next video, we will continue on with the tension rank. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Lemmings United series, and I'll see you next time for the next one.